All right, again, thank you for all the participation in the raffle, all the hard work. Again, it means so much, funding, giving Matt and his coaches everything he needs to be successful in the field so he doesn't have to worry about monetary issues. He can just work with the boys and put the best product he can on the field. Okay, and as we talked at the parent meeting, that requires indoor time, it requires a lot of balls. Okay, and it requires as much training as possible, whether it be summertime camps or indoor space during the winter, all right, and coming right down to a state championship, right, making sure these boys get fed and taken to where they need to go so that their only issue is to go out there and play the game, okay? So thank you very much. Another round of applause for everyone at Federer. All right, this is the last speech of the night. So again, my name is Frank Garcia. I'm Boosters president. All right, first year as president, taking over for Heather Macknick. And I know when I spoke to Heather at the beginning of the year, she's coming off a couple of years with the state championship, and she's handing over the presidency to a Long Island guy. Yeah, no, I hear you. So, to me, you know, besides the whole upstate, downstate thing, they'll crucify me if I make any mistakes here. So I had to be on my A game. But I want to thank Heather because at any given moment I had questions and reached out. Heather would be always available to me. She usually had a spreadsheet, documentation, and folders, and she made the transition really easy for me. So again, I'm just carrying forward what the Booster Club has set up in the past, and you guys are wonderful and have done a wonderful job. So Heather, thank you very much. You know, talking about the coaches at the table today, obviously there's no discussion on their success on the field. No discussion that they're prepping these boys to play the game, and no discussion on what they're doing isn't the best in the state, okay? But there's another thing I want to call attention to that, you know, I can say is very rare from my standpoint, is the culture, okay? So I have 3 sophomore children. I said this at the scholarship night, and this senior group, the boys and the girls, boys tonight, are very special, okay? They've taken my sophomore children under their wing. All right, I remember when hockey season started, lacrosse, we didn't give a ride anywhere. Like, who's taking you? Keegan, Carson, seniors, Penfeather Stevenson, okay? Now, I remember when I was a senior, matter of fact, to just filter in, you know, last year we played Northport. I'm down there at Hofstra watching the game. I had a lot of my Long Island friends there. And the first thing they said, you guys don't look like much when we play Northport. Okay, well I said, well, wait till you see him play. I think you'll be, you know, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. And they were shocked. They were absolutely shocked walking off that field. They felt like they were bigger, they were stronger. Well, this year was very different. This year you're, you know, returning state champions. Okay, but again, I got all the warnings of Farmingdale from my friends. So this is tough, you got a game plan against this goalie, everything under the sun. This goalie, this goalie, this goalie. At the end of that game, I texted all my friends, Nick Carey, greater than Michael Ippolito. He was the best goalie on the field. We were you guys were the best team on the field that day, okay? So why I bring this up is the culture, all right? You can play the game of lacrosse, you can play any sport you want, but what makes champions is attitude, okay? The fact that the seniors are embracing the sophomores, okay? Bringing them in as part of the family. I mentioned that to a couple of my friends. I said, the culture here is unbelievable. Culture, come on, what are you doing down there, up there? And I said, I'm telling you, it's the culture. I go, remember when we were seniors and we laughed at the sophomores? They don't do that here. They embrace them. They're a team, they're a family. And that's not cliche, that's really what you guys do. So my challenge as the seniors move on is the upcoming juniors and sophomores and everyone through the program. When you get to be an upperclassman, be this senior group. Embrace the younger kids. Bring them on board. All right, now culture gets established by the coaches, also by the families. So this is the greatest lacrosse community and one of the best sports communities I've ever been a part of. We're blessed to live in Beeville. I moved into Beeville. Again, grew up on Long Island. Wouldn't have it any other way. I'm all upstate now. I am all upstate. That being said, I want to thank the coaches for not only the X's and O's and the success on the field, but helping to raise every parent's child in this room. Because that's what you're doing. Because at the end of the day, the game will end. But you guys will be fathers. You guys will be husbands. You guys will be members of society. And this leadership, yeah, it's going to happen someday. The game will end someday. All right? But all those traits that you're learning from this coach group is going to pay dividends the rest of your life. And we hope you bestow that onto your own children. And that's how culture grows. So I want to come up here, please. Coach Bork, Coach Lamb, Coach Wilcox, Spence, Coach Wertheim, and Coach Solomon. Thank you so much for everything you do for these boys. All right, Coach Bork. Yes. You got something? Who let Coach Wertheim cook? Wow. Wow. You want to take a picture? Let's get a picture of the coaching group? Yeah. Absolutely. Good call, Tom. Thank you. All right, Coach Bork. Is that your board? Okay, we have triplets in the 10th grade. They're all, they call themselves athletes, I don't know. But they're always bumped and bruised, okay? And I think Rebecca is our full-time liaison to patch up Garcia's. All right, so I want to call the senior group up because they have a little something and something they want to say to about Rebecca. Senior captains.
Good luck, Brady.
Girls.
All right, I can speak for all of us in our 3 years on varsity. We've been blessed with a great trainer, and what makes Rebecca so great is obviously she's a great trainer. She's great at taping ankles, but at the end of the day, she's just a great person. She's great to be around, just so down to earth and just awesome person. So from like the whole lacrosse program, and thank you personally from me for caring about us so much and doing everything you do. We're really gonna miss you. I don't know if I'll be a trainer like you. Thank you, Rebecca. We also have another gift. After every game, we're usually walking off, and you see a little dude with a mullet that looks a lot like Garrett running over with some treats. And I don't know if everyone on the team and all the parents know that Mrs. Sutton bakes all of those treats personally for us. So Mrs. Sutton, your treats are great. Sometimes it's frustrating getting back to the locker room excited after a big win. And Dylan Garcia has 8 in his locker, and there are none left for some of the seniors, which is not a great thing, but it's all right. We just want to say thank you, Mrs. Sutton, for all that you do. Thank you for always providing us with the treats.
Thank you, Mrs. Sutton.
Yeah, Mama Martin. Before we leave, we'll get a pulse here. Ready? Pulse, 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 pulse. Shout out Uncle Fester.
Okay, a few more thank yous. We have 4 retiring board members this year. And again, when they asked to be president, I'm like, all right, you know, let's give this a roll. So not only did I get so much transition from Heather, but man, any silly, stupid question I had, I got a quick answer from the board, and they helped make that transition seamless. So I do appreciate that. They have years of service on the board, doing great things to, you know, to build boosters to what it is, which is a very vibrant booster club in the area, probably the best around lacrosse in the sector. So our retirees are Andy Quinn as treasurer, Amy Wertheim as vice president, Eric Stevenson, jack of all trades, program, anything we need done. And Marty Little, who makes the best beef Wellington in the section when we have it as special. If you guys can come up, please.
All right, Mr. Quinn.
Yeah.
Thank you, Andy. Thanks for everything.
Let's take one picture. Let's stay up here.
Leave that fast.
All right, Big E.
G. All right, let's get a picture here.
Hit the frog!
Okay, a couple more. We have 2 photographers that give of themselves tirelessly, okay? Colleen Nilsson and Kelly Hutala take pictures for our games. Kelly and Colleen, remember those stretched out pictures of you guys on the scoreboard last year? Now they're really sharp and they look good. That's the work of Colleen, Kelly, and Tara Levy as well. Okay, they're out there, rain, shine, taking pictures at home or away games, okay? So please put all those great snaps you have and that you send them to your girlfriends and put it on Instagram, all right, to show that you guys are cool. All right, that's all coming from them for the most part, all right? So put your hands together for Colleen Nelson and Kelly Hutala. Colleen, if you could come up here. Kelly's not here, she's probably at another event snapping pictures.
I look like a Toyota.
Okay, we also have, you know, ironically enough, we have a videographer who never takes a night off, all right? He's another guy, you know, whenever I see him disheveled, I'm like, you know, how's it going, Matt? I got the girls' softball game at 7:30, and then I got Bebo. I don't know if I'm gonna make it, you know? So he does so much for us. He keeps us on video. He keeps us in his eye of his lens. His name is Matt Taylor, but we know him as Matt Man. Come up here. Okay, we have a Spirit Coordinator Award. I think we know who that's going to. All right, man, this kid is awesome, right? He gave a speech that half the moms are crying back there. I don't know if the food was spicy or they were emotional. Either way, they're crying back there. Man, what can you say about Luke Locke, also known as Big Sexy? Now he's in character, folks. Luke works tirelessly, right? I mean, you see him, you players hopefully don't notice him, but all the parents and everyone else notice him in the stands, running up and down, home games, away games. I witnessed him at a Liverpool game hitting on the Liverpool girls, and they were laughing.
It's the FM girls.
It was the FM? Oh, wow. I think Coach Wilcox will keep you away from the FM girls. But he's great, right? And that spirit riles up the parents, riles up the student section. You know, he's a three-sport spirit guy, all right? He's at the football games. I think you're at the hockey games too, right? All right, hockey and lacrosse. All right, so Luke, you know, your contribution is so valuable. All right, you can pick the team up at any moment, and we appreciate everything you do. And you're with that speech today, you're a really fine young man, and we're proud to have you under our umbrella as Bevo Boys Lacrosse Program. Okay, I want to thank people, the everyday people that just get this program clicking. Hollis Style is our team mom. The communication is phenomenal. We got Canada on fire. Things are changing by the moment, and we're getting communications from Hollis before I'm getting them from the Weather Channel. I don't know how she does it, all right, but she kept us in the loop, and as a parent, especially parents that have multiple kids, man, that communication is so critical. So, and that's just one of the things she does. She volunteers for everything under the sun, all right? You guys need, snacks on the bus, they're packed in brown bags. And I can go on and on and on, okay? So Hollis, your contribution is unbelievable. I'm personally gonna really sad to see you go, you know, and retire and, you know, follow Carson around and Peyton, obviously. But come on up here, we wanna just give you some flowers. Amy Wertheim, I know she's a retiring board member, but she does so much more than that, from helping to coordinate this event, picking up the certificates, packing envelopes. I mean, again, Vice President, jack of all trades. She helps this program enormously. I think Coach Wilcox, you know, having the Wertheim family in the program since 2016. I think we all feel this way about this family specifically, but I wanted to thank Amy for her contributions to helping me this year outside of your role as Vice President. So come on up. Okay, Tara Levy, all right? I don't even know what her official title is, but I know this, if your school bus was stuck on the side of the road, within one call, she'd be pushing the back of it to get your school bus back on the road, all right? Not only was she the videographer for our varsity games, okay, she helped to coordinate to get pictures for the modified team and some things that got missed at modified. She helps out with the JV, the varsity. She does anything. Her only problem is she doesn't say no. That's quite personally the only problem she has, but she doesn't say no. And this year could not have been this successful without all of Tara's contributions. So come on up here, Tara. Okay, Our board secretary, again, prepares all the materials, always aligns them in a way that are easy to go through, but again, so much more than the board secretary, all right? She was involved in decorating today, she's involved in everything we do. You know, we're more of a team at this point than actually running on rolls, which again fits the culture of what, you know, Matt's trying to achieve, and it's kind of flowing through the board from what I felt this year. Jen's awesome, we've known Jen forever. Again, another person that cannot say no. She's young and lovely. Bring her on up here, come on Jen. Do it again, Jen, her All right, I'm sure our MIT kid is counting the flowers and saying how many more of these announcements we have. We're getting there. Sarah Lyman, all right, she's in charge. Again, Matt has already went through her accolades, but Sarah's another one. Anything I need to know, I call. She actually has a full-time job. Sometimes I think she comes out of surgery to answer my questions, and she's like full of blood on her, thing. She's got an oxygen mask on. That's dedication right there. You know, you're in the middle of a gallbladder removal, and the booster president calls you, and then she's, texting you back or on FaceTime, right? So Sarah, come on up. Thanks for everything you do. Okay, luckily we're not losing her, all right? Wendy Iano, also on the board, does, when you guys get t-shirts, you guys get your gloves, you guys get your helmets, whatever it might be, most of that stuff comes through Wendy Iano, all right? She works tirelessly for you guys, all right, to keep you guys geared up and some good swag so that the girls actually look at you. All right, so we thank Wendy for that. I'm not sure if Wendy's here today, probably not, but I did want to thank Wendy and just have a shout out for Wendy as well. Okay, and last one, enormous contribution to the program. I want to call out the whole Hennefeather Stevenson family. Obviously, Eric is retiring from the board, but Lori does so much behind it. Your generosity for the rings last year were unparalleled. You're a big supporter. We've been blessed to actually, play with you through 2 seasons, hockey and lacrosse, and really the Garcia family has gotten to know you very well, and wish we got to know you a lot earlier because you're a fantastic family. And there's no doubt why he's such a fantastic young man as well. So I do want to just call attention to Lori and have her come up here, and so we can give her some flowers for everything you've done for the program. She's moving away from us, and that's sad. So this will be my one chance to give you flowers. Thank you. Okay, that's all I had. That's a wrap on 2023. Let's turn the page starting tomorrow for the 24 season. All right, we ready to roll? Yeah. All right, we ready to roll? Yeah. The seniors are louder. They're going to college. JV, you ready to roll? Yeah. Come on. Let's hear it. B-Ville. 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 B-Ville! You got some work, coach. You got some work. All right, we will see you guys. Thank you, everybody.
What's the frog? Where's the frog? Just make a goofy face.
Thanks for coming, Matt.
Seniors, make sure you don't leave without taking your banners. Make sure you hang them on your dorm wall. Your roommate will appreciate it.
We're